How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Imposter Factory. So, we're in a weird simulation thingy. First part was the weird murder mystery that turned out to be a breaking down simulation of some kind that we kind of broke our way out of. It seems like we were supposed to be the main character of it, but we might have become a little too sentient for it. Yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare. So, yeah, I'm not sure what exactly we're to expect from all of this. It's simply one of those things. So, we're here because after we figured things out, Lynri kind of said, all right, well, fine. If it's you, I'll kind of show you what's going on. And we've, instead of like getting an actual explanation, we've been following her through memories. Very similar to what we do in the first two games. But I'm still convinced that she's a copy or is Fea. And if that's the case, then these memories shouldn't be real. So were they a fabrication to help give her a sense of humanity? Or what? Not too sure. It's been really sweet though. It's like the memories are tying to her saying that she had some kind of like debilitating disease. Her mother was really upset by the discovery of it. It causes her to like, she passed out like just from running. I'm guessing it's a heart condition. And it's like at any time she could just die. So her mom took it really harshly. Her dad decided to take her out stargazing, which resonates really powerfully with me because I love stargazing and it's a big part of what my childhood was. And so, yeah, it was really important to me. So, yeah, let's continue forward and see what this is going to bring us about. I'm curious to see. I don't know. I don't even know how much longer we've got to this game. Like, it feels like we're progressing really quickly. So we could be done here anytime, but I'm guessing we got at least a little bit more. So yeah, let's head over to this doorway and move on to the next part. Right, here we go again. So she grew up. That's supposed to simulate her like leaving home. Okay. Birthdays. This is cool. Doctor visits as she got older. Homework, so she still went to school. Butterflies. A giraffe. Sup, my boy? Bye! That was interesting. Oh, hey. Alright, to school. Giraffes. Just like the giraffes, the peppered moth is also used as an example of natural selection. Oh yeah. I know these moths. So they were moths that were that existed in a forest, I think, up in like northeastern United States, where they naturally had a white like detail on their wings with like black specks that matched and blended in really well with the local aspen trees. But then a factory opened up in the area that blew a lot of soot into the air and actually coated these trees with like this black soot that helped them, instead of helping them blend in, now made them stand out. Except for the very few peppered moths who, by mutation, had black backs and black wings instead of white wings. Where at first that would have been like something that made it hard for them to exist, suddenly became flipped and it became an advantage. And thus the population kind of dramatically shifted to the majority being black-winged rather than white-winged. Although the experiment had been debated, the hypothesis remains unchanged. That when genetic mutations occur, natural selection decides whether it lives on or dies out. If the mutation is good, then the organism is more likely to survive and pass on its genes. And if the mutation is harmful, it's less likely to survive and reproduce, thus filtering itself out. So maybe that kind of looked like us, didn't it? Like a little bit. So maybe she's trying to filter us. Like maybe we're like a cognitive like entity in this mindscape. So maybe she tried to make the murder mystery simulation as a way of evolving a best friend, and we're supposed to be the result of that experiment, which might be why she kept resetting things. Like, she reset it, and the idea was that we were supposed to change in slight ways in order to adapt and become this person that she had idealized, but we ended up continuing to maintain our consciousness. So the mistake kind of failed. Maybe that's what that could explain a lot. I'm not just theory crafting here. It also could be a hint at what happened to her. Because remember, we think she's a copy, or at least somehow related to Fea from the last game. And if that's the case, then maybe she is like an evolution from the core of what Fea was. And like, maybe this is the simulation's way of trying to help her understand, maybe as she learns what she actually is, understand what happened and why. Doesn't seem like I can interact with anything, so I'm just going to continue walking. Yeah, this kid looks a lot like us. Oh, it's Emily, though, the girl. You feeling okay, Lynri? I'm fine. Why? Well, for one, you seemed upset. And then there's the whole leaving in the middle of class thing. I just didn't want to waste time, that's all. I was already familiar with the topics being taught. So you skipped class to read? What even is that? Microbiology. Aw, she's a brainiac. Oh, come on. You skipped Stacy's parties but have time for freaking micro blah blah. High school years are for making memories. Huh. You got an interesting point. Hey, where are you going? I'm going to find some books on the formation of memories. That's not what I meant. I know, but thanks anyway. She got older. So she wasn't the most sociable person, and she really enjoyed learning. She didn't have a very big social life. Oh, she graduated. She went back to the hospital a few times with her parents. Went to college, it looks like. That looks like a college classroom. Maybe that was an entrance exam. Yeah, this looks like a college library. Hang on a second. I want to see if there's anything else to look at in here. Probably not, but... yeah. It's amazing how little people we see that are sticking out in her memory. I mean, that one girl stuck out. I wonder, like, so... Lynri seems like she might have considered her a friend. Emily a friend. I don't know if Emily would have said she reciprocated, but she obviously thought something of her. And look at all the stuff in the lab that she remembers, but the people, still shadows. Still a bit behind schedule, isn't it? Yeah, but I'll catch up. There's still a lot to analyze, but at least I have the data now. Good. I know it's a lot, but yours is one I'm looking forward to the most. No pressure. So... She picked the path not treaded by. I've said this before, but it's a great strategy for being successful at college. If you're going to be writing essays for school or anything, like when you think about like doing a project, I think this would work for work as well, but I don't know. Depends on what you do. But when you're thinking of a project to do, you should like think about it, picture something in your mind, and immediately discard the first thing you think of, because a lot of other people are likely to think of the same thing. You should try and look at something a bit more nuanced, something that might be a little not as obvious or not as like at the forefront of thought, maybe because of like recent goings on or maybe exciting things that are happening in fields at the time. Like a lot of the more interesting discoveries are going to be made by connecting dots that people aren't currently kind of anticipating or thinking through. At least that's what I believe. An MRI. So it looks like she's studying biology, potentially going into becoming like a medical doctor. Maybe virus studies. Oh. This doesn't look very promising. So she dropped her papers. Was it just a casual drop or did someone like scatter them? All I can do is speculate here. Maybe it's her thesis. That's the library again. That's it. I'm dropping out. So it's a tough track. It's a difficult study subject. I guess this place is no joke. But come to think of it, why do I feel as if I graduated from somewhere just like this? Hey, look at that. How on earth is this working? Wait, what? What the pug? Excuse me. Is this seat free? Seems like it. He just smiles at her. What a goober. Wait, if this is supposed to be the past, and my past too? How come I don't remember this at all? I mean, this place is familiar and all, but... Hey, why is it getting darker? Okay. Okay. So now it's starting to make me feel like she's real and he was real too. Oh, it got darker because she fell unconscious. Oh no. What? Is it really nighttime already? Oh man, I guess so. You dozed off too, huh? Yeah, I can't believe this. This is the second time this week. It's gonna mess up my sleep schedule. You look a little burned out. Yeah, well, who is it nowadays? Actually, how did you fall asleep like that? Well, jet lag. Jet lag? Yeah, I just came back from backpacking around the world. Wow, lucky. Yeah. But now I gotta catch up. Wait, you mean you literally just took a trip in the middle of the semester? Yep. Well, it's the time to do it. Why? I don't know. I like Quincy. He's great. All right, maybe I should go back to work while I'm still sane. Me too. I got a bunch of essays to catch up on. Rough. What's your major? I'm majoring in liberal arts. Oh. Liberal arts can be very useful. I didn't even say anything! That wasn't unprovoked! Look, I'm being sincere. I don't know why you guys get so much flack around here. What are you majoring in? I'm in neurobiology. Well, it's a little embarrassing. It's okay. Go on. What is it? Neuroscience. Doctorate, technically. Oh, so it's just neuroscience in general. Yeah, so she studies how the brain works. You bee. So what? Are you working on becoming a doctor? Well, no. I'm more into the research side. My paper is on the synaptic modification and encoding of memories. Ooh, so she's all on the hippocampus. What's wrong? It's nothing. Well, it's gonna be a long night. I'm gonna go grab some coffee from across the hall. You want one? You want one too? Sure, thanks. Good moves, Quincy. My name's Quincy, by the way. I'm Lynri. I really like the name Lynri. That's a cute name. Like, it's pretty unique. I've never met a Lynri, but I feel like I could meet one. We knew each other, but I don't recall any of it. All right. So we got a lot of data. Now that I'm reminded by that data screen and how much progress we're making, I bet you that the data is like essentially part 2. So we probably have a while. I bet you we'll get through a lot of it tonight, but I don't think we'll finish part 2 tonight. Huh. Neuroscience. It's a cool science. Okay, well, where am I supposed to go? I think I'm supposed to go this way, but for some reason it wasn't letting me. Maybe I needed to go higher. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay. Hey, there we are. Hello. They're so cute already. Maybe he's like her first like true friend, and maybe they date, but maybe they don't. Like, I can see it just being like a friendship. Okay. So we're gonna display like just them meeting up more often in the library. Yep, here it comes. These are the coffees. Aww. I love how like they're so small and pixelated, but there's so much like facial like displays going on. The art is really great. They can display a lot of really good emotion. They can emote really well for the art style, which is just really impressive to me. They emote better than a lot of things in Mass Effect Andromeda. They're drinking at the same time. And I thought I saw you like peeking at him. Oh, here we are. Alright, let's see what happens next. Time passing again. So, they spent more time together at the library. Studying. He rode his bike and like they ended up meeting up outside. They were like working in the library together, maybe helping each other find references, meeting at the bus stop. Sitting in the lunchroom, although he sat with friends, she sat by herself working, but they like recognized each other in line. So they didn't do a ton together, but they saw each other a lot. Came out and saw her reading. Oh, look at that. She's staying fit. And he started running too. Oh, that's cute. They're riding the bus together. Oh, hey, what's up, Quincy? So they actually, it looks like they did slowly become friends. Aww. So they're like frozen in this pose, but it still looks like they're having like a little picnic outside the library. Alright, so this seems like nighttime, but it's looking pretty active in here. Oh, look at that. And how about the Eiffel Tower? Yeah, it was quite a sight. I mean, there are a lot of taller structures nowadays, but there's just something about the way it stands alone in the horizon. It sounds nice seeing all those places up close. I wonder if it's different from the pictures. Are you kidding? Of course it is. It's different. It's standing beneath the proof of civilization. It's standing beneath the proof of civilization, close enough to reach out and touch history. I hope your anthropology professor shares the same level of enthusiasm. Eiffel Tower, the Pyramid of Giza, the Great Wall. Honestly, I've always wanted to go too. Then why don't you? I mean, if I'm able to save up for a trip, I'm sure you could come too. I'm sure you could too. No, it's just... I don't have the time. Don't have the time? I know you're busy, but surely you could spare a few weeks. It's not just that. I chose my path a long time ago, Quincy. I have to find a place where I'll leave a mark, but I don't know how long I have to get there. Fetch, man. Lynri, why you gotta be, like, spewing my hard feelings right now? Fetch. Oh, gosh. I'm not sure if I'm emotionally ready for this. Oh, man. It's nice catching glimpses of the scenery as I go, but... if I were to stop and smell the roses... I'm afraid I'd realize how nice it all is and just... stay. I see. That's quite a dramatic way to put it. But it's also kind of romantic. It reminds me of those stars in the sky. Uh-oh, he's gonna speak right to her heart here. Huh? Like, they shine and brighten in the earth below, but can't be part of this world themselves. Yeah. Something like that. Our time here is so limited. I always feel such a pressure to make something of it. Exactly. And it hurts when it feels like you're not doing enough, or can't do enough, or haven't found a place that actually is, like, contributing or making a difference. It's scary to see time pass you by and feel like you're being left behind. Well, I guess it always had a different effect on me. When I think of how limited our time here is, I can't help but want to simply enjoy it while it lasts. I guess it's kind of selfish in comparison. There's nothing wrong about simply wanting to experience the world. Sounds like something my grandma would say. I mean that in the nicest way, of course. It's just... Excuse me. She always lived life one day at a time in the purest sense. Were you and your grandmother close? Sure. My parents passed away in an accident when I was young, so she brought me up. I'm sorry to hear. Well, it was a long time ago. But I remember when it first happened. People thought Grandma was heartless because... well, because she seemed to move on with her new life and routine rather fast. But I knew it wasn't because of that. She still grieved and reminisced about them every day, missing them. But she just had this view on life. She was just grateful to be here, to take the blissful with the tragic, to be reborn each day. She always joked that even in a world ended tomorrow, she'd still be okay with it. Even if the world ended tomorrow? I envy her. I'm not sure if I'd be able to live day to day like that. Me neither, but I guess it did rub off on me a bit, though, through the years. She passed away not long before we first met, actually. Developed Alzheimer's later in life, and complications got her. When we first met? Is that why you went on that trip? You know, when you told me about your paper when I came back, I really questioned the path I'd chosen. I thought, there's someone whose work could make a difference. And here I am, just prancing through life before myself. It's not exactly an altruistic choice on my part either, to be honest. It's more like an impulse. In a way, I wish I could feel content just being carefree and having fun, but I can't. Sometimes I wonder if I'd been bitter about it in the end. Well, sounds like maybe we could keep each other in check. Maybe we could. Hey, what do you think if... I mean, I know we hang out now and then already, but... Quincy, you man! You Chad, come on! What if we do that, but... more? Like, I know this place outside campus that makes this the best avocado salad. Are you asking me out? Well, if you put it that way, yeah, I guess I am. I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, fetch. It's because I'm a liberal arts major, isn't it? I know. I'm just kidding. But it's okay. I get it. No hard feelings. Let's just... I'm sick, Quincy. I have been since I was a kid. Every morning I wake up, I'm never sure if I'll take my turn for the worst. I am a time bomb. And she wonders if it would even be worth it. And he's like, dude, this is like exactly why. Where did he go? Quincy? Where did he go? I guess I can be quite an arse. Wait, but if I can't remember any of this, is it still really me? Oh, I don't think Quincy would just abandon her. He's up to something. Or maybe because he got turned down, he just left her alone. Excuse me, is this seat free? It's taken, sorry. Uh-oh. Oh, man. What the fetch, Quincy? What's wrong with you? What happened? What? I know it probably hurts. I've been turned down before and friend zoned, but she had a pretty good reason. She got a call. Wait a minute. That's all I've got? But the barrier's still standing. Wait, why does it feel like... He's the last piece. But why didn't that work on all the other ones? I got a theory. I don't think I'm a brilliant for this, obviously, but here's the thing. What if he went somewhere to do something for her, maybe, but he got into an accident, severely brain damaged, in a coma, not liable to wake up. She's a neuroscientist. What if she dedicates her life to trying to bring back his memories somehow? What if she's the one who invents the device that's used to do like the whole false memory changing hypothetical life system? Like, what if she's the one who designed it? And what if she designed it entirely to try and save him and bring him back somehow? And this simulation is how she took his brain scan of his shattered mind and is trying to stitch it back together. And now that he's stable enough that he's interacting with the system, she's cautiously allowing him to see her own memories of who he is and what he means to her. That would explain why he can't remember himself, because of an injury. We'll see. We'll see. So all I can do right now is theory craft, but that's my running theory now, especially because he turned out to be part of the barrier. It's like he's a memory fragment himself. The door is dark. And that call is something about his accident. Ah, this is the Lynri we know. And Quincy. You made it! That jacket. Yeah, I got your message. Wow, that's a lovely dress. Thanks. It's a bit chilly, though. I thought we were going somewhere indoors. Oh, wait a minute. When I said to dress well, I meant warmly. Oh. Because of this freaky cold weather front tonight. She's like, oh gosh. And you know, snow in autumn. She's freaking out. Oh, I get it. Oh, what a bro. You wanted me to pull this move on you, huh? What? No, that's not what I... Test pass. Score 1 for Quincy. Come on, follow me. Hey, really, it's an honest mistake. I like Quincy. I thought he was being a jerk, but I'm guessing he figured he worked something out for her. Oh gosh, I keep zigzagging. Hold on, I just gotta make sure everything's still okay up there. Okay, good to go. But maybe you could blindfold yourself for the surprise? And walk upstairs? That's not a great idea. I don't think that's a good idea, walking up the stairs. Good point. Okay, then just walk up real slowly. Oh gosh. Did he give her an Eiffel Tower maybe? Or like all the sights he saw? He built her an Eiffel Tower. Quincy, you're my man, you're my bro. Ta-da! Is that? That's right. The Eiffel Tower. And you're laughing. No, I love it. It's actually rather thoughtful. Did you make that for me? Of course. I mean, he wanted to see the world, right? Stonehenge. The Great Wall of the Sydney Opera House. Big statue. Is that supposed to be David? Statue of David? He made a whole path of world wonders. What a freaking bro. Huh. No offense to the real thing, but this is actually kind of clever. It is, right? Wait, what do you mean by no offense to the real thing? Yep, Stonehenge, Sigma Opera House. Next stop, the Stonehenge. Ooh, neat. Does the cafeteria know that they're missing trays, though? I'll return them in the morning. So stinking cute. The Sydney Opera House. I'd love to see an opera one day. Why wait when you can do it? Right now! On second thought. So this has gotta be David. I mean, I'm no Michelangelo, but... Duct tape? Really? Hey, I'm on a budget here. And then, is that supposed to be the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but instead it's the Leaning Tower of Pizza? It's not Big Ben, but it's a Ben. Oh, okay, so it's a pizza box for Big Ben. Huh, it's pizza o'clock. Always. And this is the Great Wall of Chinese takeout boxes. Oh, there's the Leaning Tower of Dixie cups. Behold, the descent wall. Wow, please tell me you didn't eat all that takeout by yourself? I wish I could. I really do. There's no way. It's cute. The Leaning Tower of Pisa of coffee. Oh, coffee cups. Missed opportunity with the Pizza Ben Tower earlier, perhaps? I called it. And then this is not Machu Picchu. It's Taj Mahal. You would not believe the number of balls I had to find for this Taj Mahal. I count 7. Yeah, that's right. And what are these supposed to be? Oh, the pyramids. Isn't one of the pyramids missing? Yeah, someone's using it as a tarp. And someone's using these as pyramids. The ones with the bigger version, I say. The one with the bigger vision, I say. Oh, that was freaking adorable. Oh, here we go. What's gonna happen? This was actually really nice. Thank you for putting it all together for me. Must have taken a while, huh? Well, I don't like to brag, but you would not believe how much I had to eat to get all the props. Lynri, look. I know you don't have the time to be distracted from your goals, but I'm not here to do that. I know you can walk your path alone, and it must be hard sometimes. But perhaps it doesn't have to be like that. If you want to see the world, I'll bring it to you. When you need a reason to keep going, I'll remind you. And if you want to be the sky, then maybe I can be your earth. You're proud of that line, huh? It is lonely, I'll give you that. Walking this road, sometimes I think, if I have to not look in order to keep going, then how far can I really go? And it's not that I don't want to, believe me. Finding someone, settling down, and maybe even starting a family. It's not the first time I've thought about it. But all this isn't why I said I wouldn't be a good idea. It still didn't stop you from putting on the dress tonight. Oh, he's going all in. He's freaking going all in. Hey. If it's me you're worried about, you don't have to. I'll be okay. My choice is my own. All you have to decide for is yourself. After all, my grandma raised me to be the way I am, remember? Even if the world ends tomorrow, huh? Even if the world ends tomorrow. But until then. Yeah? Woo! Yes! Until then. So freaking cute. Oh my gosh. Ah! My heart. It's so freaking cute. And now we're gonna see the tragedy unfold, aren't we? Fetch. Fetch me. Alright. We're gonna end here. It's a little early, but I know this is a good spot for us to stop because they've made a checkpoint decision here, and now we're gonna see how the rest plays out. I bet you we can cover most of that next time. And I don't know if I want to end. This is such a good spot to end it on, right? It's really interesting because Lynri and Quincy, they kind of epitomize two aspects of myself. Lynri represents my ideals, my dreams of like making big changes, doing something grand, making a difference in the world. I've always dreamt of that. And I always felt like I had the tools to succeed at it too. That I could make a difference. That I could be a scientist. I always dreamed of being a scientist. My ultimate dream was to go to space someday. I think it still is a dream, but the harsh realities of my life kind of crashed around my ears last year, and I'm still kind of listless right now. I'm not sure what to do with myself. And then there's the Quincy side of me, the part of me that stops to smell the roses, the part of me that makes YouTube videos because I absolutely love sharing these stories and finding these stories and making them a part of me. The part of me that loves to travel, to have experiences, to see the world and just enjoy the moments because I know they don't last forever. But they often can be at odds because I worry that I do feel like Lynri was saying, like I let the big stuff pass me by. What am I making of myself? What am I going to do? What am I leaving behind? And it hurts to think about that because I really don't know the answer to that anymore. I always assumed I had an answer to that. I always assumed that I knew what was going to happen and where I was going to take my own, like my life was going to take me down and like the things I was going to be able to accomplish. No, I didn't know if I'd win any awards or anything, but I always assumed that I'd have a measured contribution. And then I sit here and I don't think I really do. Not really. I mean, there's arguments to be made of things I have behind and family and, you know, maybe friends in my life and all of that. But is that real? Like, is that going to be, is that enough? It should be, shouldn't it? But I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't feel like enough to me. And I'm terrified of that because I don't really know what that means and what I'm supposed to do with myself. I just want to know that, you know, when I go, I've done something good. And it terrifies me to my core that I would leave nigh an impression. And I'm sure people are going to be kind and say that you do and it made a difference, but as much as I appreciate that, I don't know, it doesn't really mean it's true, you know? It's hard for me to see it that way. I'm surrounded by people who make big differences in the world in their own ways, you know? Maybe I don't know anyone famous, but you don't need to be famous to make a difference. You don't need to be famous to chart your progress and the ability to make something grand out of something humble. And I wonder if I'll ever do that. I think the more important question is, am I okay if this is the height of my achievement? It should be. It should be. There's no burden to have to make some kind of big difference. There's no burden to have to do that. But for me, it is. And I've got to figure out what I'm doing with myself in that regard. There I go, just being a baby. Manly tears, but it's important to me to be able to say this stuff because it's what I'm feeling right now, dang it. So that's funny, and it's beautiful for me to see these two because they're a harmony of the two extremes that I battle with every day in myself. And while I doubt this story is going to end happily, maybe I'll be able to find a little extra piece from it. Maybe. So anyway, now that the fields are out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for believing in me and the channel and being around for long enough to be able to share this with me. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and that you find many more things to come back to watch with me as we play through more stories and share these things together. I appreciate you spending the time with me and that we get to see new things on the horizon, including their story. So whatever comes, let's get ready for it. Thank you so much. And until the next video, watching me up, see me next. I'll see you there.